Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Man, I know it's been a minute for me, but honestly, I haven't really done much just because of this weather that we've been having lately. The coldness of our cold snap and everything. It was very icy, and we finally, honestly, we got it, guys. We got our dormant grass. Look at that. Can you guys see all that? Our grass is gone, and I am super excited because, like I've been mentioning it before, I was saying that we needed the dormancy to go in October or November, even at the latest of December. It never happened, but here, I'll give you guys a long shot. You guys see all that? We have dormant grass finally, so we got it. And you can tell even like some of I've been kind of just plucking away, like right here. It's kind of the or the Dallas grass, whatever it is, and it's finally starting to go away. And even like way back here, this one actually took the longest to go dormant, but it's still kind of here. You can still kind of see it. You guys see it? It's still pretty green, honestly. For the rest of that, can you guys see how brown it is? That's a weed patch there. That's some POA right there. But as far as the rest of the lawn, it is gone. But back here, it's still here, and it's still pumping through. But I think it's kind of tall. That's why, and kind of just lingering around. But even like on this side, I'm gonna clean up all this right here, all these leaves and everything. But even back here, it's still pretty green, still kind of going. But for the most part, guys, it's gone, and I'm super excited because finally today, February 1st, when I was saying in November, and it's finally gone. So, but you can tell back here, is it focusing? That it's in the back over here. It's pretty green still, but as far as the rest of the grass, it's pretty dormant, which is nice, And then that's what I mean, like this little pile here. This is all POA. You can tell POA. Can you guys see the little seedlings popping through? This is all POA, and even back here, you can see it over here. See all this? You can see all the little seed heads. That's all POA there, and that is why it's important to use your prodiamine, your pre-emergent, to stop this. So it's pretty good in my opinion. There's some little patches, you can tell, that's what I mean. That's your POA patch. You can just kind of see it popping through here and there, and even like on down here, you can see it way in the back here. All this is just like blah. It's very thin. I think what I'm going to try and do this year, guys, I think I'm going to use some PGR, some plant growth regulator, and I think that hopefully should get the thickness back. And I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping. But back here, you can see it. All this right here, that's POA popping through. And I think even on this side over here, yeah, because I had to. I don't know what these guys think with the water heater outside, but this is my little contraption. So I put a towel over here, and then the inlet pipes, I put hand towels around it, tape it. Then underneath here, so you can kind of see a towel that I taped, made sure that it's insulated a little bit, and then put a trash bag over it so that way it doesn't get wet and freezes, and kind of contains the heat in a way. And then also too, I had to make sure to wrap the main water line. That's the main water line, to make sure that doesn't freeze too. It is very good insulated, but I just don't want to take a chance. And then obviously the bib spout there to make sure that your pipes don't freeze. But yeah, as you can tell, some right here, there's the weeds are dying a little bit. You can see the the brown patches, and then over here when I was doing this, you could see the POA lingering here and there. But as far as the pre-emergent, guys, that's what I mean. It's working. You can, you can definitely tell, like, I don't have any spurge or clover, and I don't know. Here, let me flip it around. Now, just as an example, but you can see it. You can see it popping up, the green spots. That's all clover, and that's just an example. Some houses are worse. Like sometimes we were walking this weekend, and it is getting worse, and it's popping through everywhere. But I have none. The only thing I have is POA, and see even some right here. That's really the only thing popping up for me. No, I think that this right here is like really the only clover. Whatever this is. This is really the only clover that I see. There's a little bit actually right here. Got the lightning crocs today. Yeah, that's kind of really all I see today as far as weeds, and that's why it's imperative to do that, so that way it creates that barrier just below the soil temp or just below the soil line, to where these weeds are not popping through. That's why everything looks good, is because nothing's really popping up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this spot didn't get it that good, and maybe that's why it's there. But as far as everywhere else, we got nothing. And even like when you cruise the neighborhood right now, lots of places are POA, spurge, you name it. But that's why it's good. So we'll hopefully, for us, it's really right now, February is the crunch time for our winter, for sure. Because when we moved here in 21, we were in the snowmageddon, and it was snow. It was a winter wonderland. It was pretty good as far as snow and the ice, and we were out of power for like 4 days, and it was pretty bad. So and it's kind of typically been cruising like that as far as February. So through February, haven't really done, won't really do much. That's why I'm kind of just giving you guys an update. As far as products, I haven't really bought anything. I probably will this month, just to make sure that, because we're right around the corner of springtime, hitting March, and then even too, I've been working on this tree. It's pretty trimmed down. If I have enough room, I'm gonna try and trim it down. But I got my father-in-law's hedge trimmer, and like I mentioned before, I want to trim the hedges, even around the utility boxes, those kinds of bushes. And if I have room, I might take off a branch or two. But this is almost gone, which is nice. And then by about spring break time, around there, I want to I'll dig it out and then sod it, just like how I did over there, or where the leaves are right here, where the tree was before. I'll sod it and make it look like that, and we'll go from there. But that's a couple months away, and still got a good almost 2 months, February 1st to almost April 1st, which is about exactly 2 months, and that's when the season will kick back up. We'll get back going. We'll scalp it, get rid of all this split ends, the dandruff, gone, blow it out. And when you see about 50% green up, so when the grass is, take half of all this and green it up, that's when we'll start. And then pretty soon the 55% or the 55 degrees soil temp, that's when we're lay out pre-emergent, water it in, and go start the season pretty much right there. And pretty much kind of, if it looks like this is about green. It still hasn't died off, but once it starts looking like this, and not necessarily like over here where it's all brown, that's when you know that the season is about to start. But for the meantime, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I haven't really done much, just because now we're officially dormant. Right now it's kind of the slow season for me, so I try and haven't really thought of any content to bring you guys, maybe except when I buy some products or something. That's kind of really the only thing I'm working with. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna go trim up these hedge bushes. We'll maybe get this tree trimmed. It's almost gone. I've been utilizing the trash can mainly, so I can throw the stuff away. and I have time, not really worried about it. But yeah, we'll get this going. I really need to get one of these. Everything is just so expensive. Just giving little trim skis, because it does get annoying when I mow right here. It does get pretty annoying. Seems pretty level for this. I try and make it grow so it covers this up, but it seems like these two really aren't growing. I'll turn this one up just a little bit, just because I do, when I run the hose, all this excess gets caught up in it and it gets annoying. So I do trim this one up pretty good. Found a Christmas clip or a light clip. Oh, that's pretty good. Wish I could get more advanced and make it all like circular, you know? That'd be pretty cool. Man, I don't know what happened, but this is the third time recording this. I trimmed the tree. I don't know, it just wasn't recording for some reason, but I got the tree trimmed, and what I've mentioned now for the third time is I don't like these trees, but I'm going to keep them, and what I'm going to do is, come next year, I'm going to redo this border. I'm going to raise it pretty much to where the walkway is, so maybe to about here, you know, get maybe like 3 or 4 brick high. Redo it because everything still just slides off. I thought this border piece would have contained it a little better, but it doesn't. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is redo it, which is fine. Makes it look better because, like I mentioned before, have good grass. Sure, everything looks great, but then once you look up here, it just doesn't look good. Like, I would like to replant these ones, bring it out a little bit, because once it gets up, all this right here is just going to be bare and nothing's going to be here. So I think come next year about this time, that way it's nice and cool, not 95 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning and do that. But yeah, I hate these trees. I wish they would have, if it didn't shed so many leaves, I think it would be okay. But that's my plan for next year, guys. So I'm gonna work on that for next year, kind of like right now during the dormant time, where I'm not really in the lawn that much, and spray fertilizers and herbicides and all that, and mow twice a week, and get back into the actual season of it. So that's my plan for next year at about this time, like I mentioned before, where the grass goes dormant. What you guys think? Cleaned it pretty nice. Now I'm not really too worried about necessarily cleaning up every single little piece of little twigs and everything that I cleaned up. You know, I don't really care about that because eventually coming up in a month or two, maybe even 3 or 4, now that I kind of think about it, I'm gonna mulch it anyway, so who cares at this point. Just mainly kind of wanted to give you guys a little update necessarily. What's going on? Haven't, you know, what I mean. Haven't really kind of done much. Like I mentioned before, the weather out here right now is pretty bad necessarily. You know, we just had a very cold freeze warning and freeze, and finally the grass went dormant, and then even this weekend it was in the mid-20s right now, and then it's supposed to heat back up till mid-70s for the 10-day outlook. So at this point it's just like, you know, just kind of tidying up everything, giving you guys, I didn't necessarily trim the tree just because I ran out of time. Really want to cram up the trash can too bad necessarily too. Also that reason too. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just want to give you guys a quick little update. I know I haven't been here in a minute. It's the pretty slow season. I don't know if I want to necessarily overseed next season. I think it's kind of nice taking a little break, just because, you know, out here in Texas, the weather out here is just so, you know, right in your face, 100 degrees every day during the summertime, and it's just like, man, it's just nice right now to just chill and take a break and do the little things that I can't necessarily in the lawn, like, you know, like doing the hedge bushes and things like that, and doing other things that necessarily I need to be doing, you know, not necessarily in the lawn. That's kind of all I got for you guys. I'll probably maybe give you guys an update. Maybe I think I might mow this week. Maybe next weekend, because it's supposed to be mid-70s easily, and you know, I kind of wanted to keep it a little straggly with this freeze. I knew it was coming. Kind of give it some insulation so that way it don't get too burnt out with the freeze. And right now we got some good weather, so I might give it a mow. We'll see. I'm not too sure. But in the meantime, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bare basic lawns where the green grass grows, East Texas skies and a gentle breeze blows.